Quadrillion, good evening, everybody. I welcome you, Quadrillion Times, to this very specific talk of Power of Soul. Power of Soul, and first of all, let me introduce again myself. I forgot it that it's today. It's today. What's it today? It's 8th December, 8th December 2023, and Friday. It's evening time, and time is 6:32 p.m. मैं सूरज सिंह सिविल इंजीनियर भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा हूँ आज दिनांक सॉरी 8 दिसंबर 8 दिसंबर 2023 शुक्रवार का दिन शाम के 6:35 के आसपास और मैं डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ आपसे शक्ति आत्मा की power of soul. I'm just trying to sometimes speak in Hindi and sometimes in English, depending on so that my viewers around the world as well as in this country can understand what I intend to talk. It's not my first you can say video. I have already published many videos and tried to do as much as possible because it's very important subject. You cannot find this subject in any profession, or you have to understand that this is a specific subject which cannot be proven, which cannot be. But this feeling is very important. If you are an energy person, spiritual person, soul person, you can do a lot in your mind. You can do a lot. You can have enough energy. You do not feel tired and stressful. आपको शायद शक्ति होगी इतनी कि आप काम कर सकें, बहुत ज़्यादा काम कर सकें, जो आप चाहते हैं कर सकें. आप थकावट होगी शरीर की होगी लेकिन मिट जाएगी. आपका माइंड चलेगा उस डायरेक्शन में आप चाहते हैं चलना. अगर आपकी स्पीड अच्छी है, पावरफुल है, और अगर आपकी स्पीड पावरफुल अच्छी नहीं है तो आप उससे नहीं चलना चाहेंगे, सो जाते हैं, आराम करते हैं. लेट मी टेक रेस्ट बिकॉज इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क एज पॉसिबल बिकॉज आई हैव एनफ टाइम. प्रॉब्लम टाइम इज देयर. आई विल गिव टुमारो, आई विल डू नेक्स्ट आफ्टर 2 days or 3 days. And this what you think about. My inclination is towards work because I'm interested in work. Work doesn't mean making money only. Work means whatever. You don't spend time just waste. Just waste. It means time does not come back. We have to understand first. Time in this mundane world, and mundane world means earth. I'm talking about mundane. Man means conscious. This material world which you're talking about is earth. Time, if wasted, though time is relative, it's not basic time, but whatever we have to consider as basic time. And what time is given to me, say 60 years, 70 years, 80 years of life, or whatever, that's my time. You are very serious about that. You cannot say, oh, this is my time. This is my time. And think about this, and that's why I say. So this time is very significant from every point of view. I cannot say no. Let us say 1 year has 365 days, and if you multiply by 24, that's the answer. How many hours are there? How many minutes are there? Each minute is significant. Of course, I have to take rest, also sleep as well. And their sleeping time is also significant because of sleep. I can't refresh myself. I can't recharge my body's batteries, just like each recharge batteries or we. So charging of battery is very significant. And that means sleeping what? Sleeping body's rest. We require body's rest. Every one of us requires a body's rest. Body's rest is very significant. If I take rest, my mind doesn't rest, my soul doesn't rest, man. But my body also keeps working, its functions, it doesn't stop. Blood keeps moving and flowing, and what you can say, every organ of body works. Only that I take rest because I just want to get some rest. Rest pause is important. But that's a part of time. I should not forget that. Whatever do I in life, eat, drink, sleep, go to bed, take dance, bath, or whatever time entertainment I take. Means you have to see that all these are part of my time given to me schedule of whole life from date of birth, or you can say my mobilization to this mundane was earth, as well as span which is located between two ends. One end is a mobilization day, other is demobilization, the day of living this earth. This span is lifespan. In this lifespan, how many percent I have to work in the single part, just to say you have to take you have to go to school, you have to go to university, and whatever you do, every minute is significant. Though okay, you can say this period of childhood, this period is a young age, this period is a, or before that's adolescent, and then you can say likewise you can say, but you have to work. Education is also work, learning is also work, because first you have to learn, you have to keep something in your mind, and maybe you have some learning from past lives or past births, and that also with you in your files. How many births you have taken, nobody knows, but how much what level you are brilliant and intelligent. That's a very significant question. We have to see where to find ourselves in what way we are saying. Oh, maybe I have a lot of knowledge in from my past birth, but how can I say? It depends on my brilliance, intelligence, and power of picking up how much I can pick up and how can I do and perform. And performance is a measurement of life. And so, oh, your performance is good, is not good. There's a question: is my performance should be good, or to expectation? What level of expectation depends on the professional job. It depends on assignment you're doing, and that's why I say that we have to be very careful every day. It doesn't mean I'm qualified. But okay, I academically I'm qualified, but can I work? Can I do that knowledge of God? I can apply that knowledge. You can say easily, with comfort. I can give others benefit, but my work should be deliverable. Because I just made mistakes. No, I do want to do again and again and again. This means I do not know what to work, how to work, and what I have learned. If my knowledge is not worth application, it doesn't mean anything. I don't consider the academic education is one part of life. Okay, it's one part of life, but it's not whole part of life. And also, work is also not whole part of life. Means I have to see myself, and everybody has right to see it. So the self-evaluation is very must. You have to self-evaluate yourself. How else can do? Nobody will do for you. You have to, because you know yourself very well. Nobody else knows. Other person will only relate to the information that I provide to other one. That person goes to the lie. Otherwise, I know what I am. If my mind is sound, if my mind is brilliant, if I can calculate, if I assess, I observe myself, I can say, yes, what level I am. Means I can tell myself about my potential, my efficiency, my success or my failure. Nobody else is required to tell me that, because I can perform and I can check my work, I can edit my work, and if this work can be useful, and that's what profession requires. Self evaluation, self update, keep up, move forward, don't stop. You should be useful, and in some way, you can say, my service, my work should be used for improvement of this world. I'm not concerned with who my client is or what. That is business, that is profession. But as far as my soul is concerned, my body is concerned, it is meant for purpose to be used in this world, for this world. And I am getting all resources, and I get all resources. Likewise, you get all resources, all supports from earth itself, and that is for purpose of work and body. But my soul is not supported by this world, it is supported by other world. Soul is a part of that superpower. It's not mundane power. Again, I say, soul is not property of mundane world or earth. It's property of different master who is also in charge of this earth. But that is physical in charge. It cannot come to you. It cannot tell you where I am. But your soul can tell you where that power is. So my studies, my deliberations, or you can say my theurgical work, I can say theurgical, where I contemplate, I think, I imagine, and I reach a certain goal, which goal where library is situated or located tells me what information is available. If you need this information, you can take from here. I send you email through your signals of mind, and you will get this information. That's what I understand. You can say computer work or network working on this mundane world is not that super as that universal web works. Universal, we have got www world wide web. You can say universal wide web. You can say that one. So that is UWW. Maybe, maybe, but my mind says, my mind soul works and soul announces, yes, you are not alone. I am your gardener. I am your flower. I am your, you can say, smell, good one, pleasant one. Don't worry, I am with you, and I refresh myself every day when I get sun energy onto me through your body, and I like it. That's my food, and I give you food for your use, your mind, in addition to whatever food in form of physical material we take. And that food for soul enters me, I get energized with that. And that energization is very important. This is not electrical energy, this is super electrical energy, you can say. It's a mix of natural supports like sun rays, air, water, whatever else agencies are available, and of course my own internal energy, I reuse this for proliferation or for efficient working of my soul through my body chemistry. That's what soul works with. So, soul understanding is not direct, first of all. Everybody is not competent in whatever age to understand it, because person or individual is immersed or remains so busy with personal works and personal family affairs that it's very difficult to realize what is happening. And if it is realized well, I think one can do what one intends to do. There have been many professionals at top level, or many scientists who could imagine, who could see their aura and see what's happening in aura. And in that aura, I'm talking something above head, that is we consider connection or connecting spectrum or connecting network to super super signaling network, which you can call worldwide or universal network web. I'm part of that. If I'm not part of it physically, I must be a part of that mentally through my soul. Sometimes, not many times, I say every time, we have questions, we have problems, we have to find solutions. And if I get a guide, I get solution easily. So that's means through someone. But if I don't have anyone, if you don't have anyone, but you have to find solution. In that case, risk factor counts, and you calculate something. Say, okay, subject to this condition, I'm going to take this decision, though it may not be known to you what shall happen after application of that or implementation on that decision which you made, and how results would come. It may be fertile or futile, but it shall give you a learning lesson, even if results go fertile. You will learn it, then you will improve further. I mean, so I planned it. You can say I planned it, though you didn't plan it like that. I planned it, I did it, I checked it, and if I got some corrective requirement, I corrected it, and that's called I acted upon that, so that at least I can reach my goal, I can reach my, you can say, milestone in life. And that is really very significant one. Every day I talk about this, but I say, if I can improve my soul, I am a good person. I have to help myself if I can improve my soul. And that improvement is very important, because I have only soul. That's why I'm working, I'm living at home. But I want to keep it up and level up. Every day I have to raise my level of soul, and this level is free of cost. Only I have to concentrate and work. I am not to sit idle and think on, because thinking and working shall help me, nothing else. Nobody can say, I am your guru, I am giving you this mantra and you do it. No, that won't work. That's just, you can say, fictitious, you can say, blessing. It doesn't work at all. Work is work. Worship and work are same. Without work there can be no worship, and without worship there can be no work. I consider whatever work you do, consider it and accept it as worship, because there is no difference in that. Worship and worship, only K is the difference. So why don't you replace worship by worship? In worship you have to use resources, physical resources, you have to use material resources, you have to use all other resources, whatever these be. And of course money is involved, and time is involved, quality involved, and whatever else update or additional knowledge is involved, and whatever privilege you have to improve that those are all factors which can impact on your delivery of work. And you feel pleased if you successfully do something. But in case you cannot do successfully, then you will learn some lesson. Don't get upset if even work is not done. There's no question of saying, because you tried, you are in field, you are in role, at least you are there. You have not run away. Those people who run away from responsibility, I would say, they are not considered potential people, potent people. Those who skip, I skip, I don't want to take this responsibility. Despite one can take, this person cannot be called a safe working person, a durable working person, or a reliable person. or say a person who can be relied upon. This means you have to increase your level of reliability. That is very important. And no one can give you except your power of soul, which stays in your brain or mind. That soul does not require any bill to be paid, that we have to understand. It's not visible physically, but it can be felt. It can talk to you if you listen to it. If you don't listen to it, it cannot talk to you. But it may keep talking in written form, or the script form, or scenery form, or whatever form, image form. But you have to see it yourself, understand it, talk to it, do something, contemplate on this. Only then you can say, I got some information, I got something of my own efforts. That can be said. These are efforts, though these are not your efforts. Information already available in your mental disk, and you use that information based on your pre-intellectual power, which you already have inculcated in your mind through your education system or through some whatever else. Means you got added information, you have augmented your knowledge, because once you use that information, this becomes part of your knowledge. So your knowledge is also augmented, so you get benefit. This is your property for purpose of use, not your basic property remain, because it should go back to you, back to that person, back to that home. So you ultimately is for use, and you use that, and then again it will make you get more and more information depending on requirement of your job assignment, or even if there is no job assignment, your own work or whatever is, or your life cycle, or whatever you can say, or your thinking capacity, or you're writing something, or you're speaking something, or you're doing some business, or doing some construction, or doing whatever what you are doing in your life. It shall help you, and you will more and more information depending upon that. And every time you get information for solving your problem, it shall become your property for purpose of use, usable property. That property, this means you will every day, every time when you solve problem, you, oh, I got more ownership, I got this position, I got this position information, so I can use it. You have to write that or use it, keep it in your car and say, oh, next time I will use it. So this is part of learning lesson through nature. It's not through by experience only. Experience you are earning, but that information which you got or get from there is a gift to you, because you are interested in work. Again, I say work is worship for me. I do everything in name of that superpower, not in my name, I say, because I am not doing anything. My body is not mine. I did not have this body by pre-birth. My materials are not mine. My sources and resources are not mine. That mine is not mine. Of course, I'm using it. I'm using this body. I'm using this soul. I'm updating this soul. I'm enhancing this soul power. And whatever I think, where do I stand on a personal basis? I don't stand anywhere. I am non existing. All these supports are from somewhere else. This means I am not individual in that case. I am individual as well as ex-divisible. What my point? Individual, ex-divisible. So I am ex-divisible. I'm not internal, I'm external as well. Means whatever I am, physically, biologically, mentally, soul-wise, spiritually, practically, there are so many roles I have to do, but those roles are external one. That person is doing that. Just like its principle is that I am a agent. You can say that. That is principle. Just like you say, I am attorney of that. That is my master, my principal. He has asked me, go there, do this job. So I am general here, general attorney, you may say, or special attorney, or whatever it is, general agent, or representative, or whatever you may call it, means some way I am for him. That power is sent to me. Until we understand like this, we cannot understand also reality. That reality must be clear in your mind. Don't boost yourself that I have done this, because you have done nothing. I have done nothing, that's also fact, but I have done it because relatively I have done it, I can say. Because for purpose of communication, for purpose of making, you can say, others understand, for you can say clear transparency, you have to explain to others. It doesn't mean that you cannot say. Means in relation to that circumstance, you are talking. You're not talking on your own. You're talking on behalf of something else, someone else, who is your back, who is your support, who supports you all time, irrespective of you are sleeping or not sleeping. Sometimes files are sent, or how you can say, downloaded in your mind, in your dreams, which you may somewhere else. It happens. So that world is not, you can say, non-existing world. That was existing, but that is not visible here on in this eyes related world, because we see everything physically. We do not understand, but we talk mentally. I talk to myself. You every talks means thinking itself is talking, right? Though you cannot use verb, you cannot use voice, but mind talks to you and you talk to mind. And thinking is a unit. Then you many times think and think and think. It happens. Then what do you think? A chain of thinking is constructed, is established. And that chain, if it's related to one topic or linked topic, it becomes a part of communication. And you may say it leads to concentration status. And then there will be so many links around in parallel activities, and you have to say these are linked together, which can be called coordinated information. It becomes a coordinated network. And that is where your intellectualism works, where your soul works. Your soul checks everything when you work. Don't worry. Soul is senior to you. Don't say it's not. Your soul it is, of course, but senior to you, because without your soul, you cannot do anything. So you are a machine, and soul is its electrical energy or electromagnetic energy, and whatever it is, I'm not going to formalize it, but I'm just trying to think again and again and again like that. And that's why I'm saying it is your friend, it is your parent, it is your master, it is your director, and it is you, and also it is God's part or God's link or superpower parts or superpower link. जब आप ये समझ जाएंगे कि आप अपने में कुछ नहीं हैं, आपको सारी बातें समझ आएंगी। जब तक आप इस बात का रखेंगे दिमाग में कि मैंने ये कर दिया, मैंने वो कर दिया, मैं ये कर सकता हूँ, मैं वो कर सकता हूँ, मैं ये हूँ, मैं वो हूँ, मैं आप करते रहेंगे, आप कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि आपकी मैं एक बैरिकेड बन जाएगी आपके रास्ते में, और आप कुछ कर नहीं देगी। और जब आप ये कहेंगे नहीं मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा, मैं तो वो कर रहा हूँ जो वो कह रहा है, और वो ही मुझसे करवा रहा है, वो शक्ति जिसको हम भगवान कह सकते हैं, सुपर पावर कह सकते हैं, कुछ भी कह लीजिए, मुझे उस बात से फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि शक्ति तो शक्ति ही रहेगी। आप टाइटल उसको कुछ भी दे दें, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? शरीर तो शरीर रहेगा, आप नाम कुछ भी उसको दे दें, कोई हिंदू का नाम दे दे, कोई मुसलमान का नाम दे दे, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? शक्ति आत्मा तो वही रहेगी। उसे आप शक्ति कह लीजिए, उसको आत्मा कह लीजिए, उसको साउल कह लीजिए, उसको आप रूह कह लीजिए, कुछ भी कह लीजिए, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? सूरज तो सूरज रहेगा, आप सन कह लीजिए या कुछ भी कह लीजिए, वो तो चेंज नहीं होगा। इतनी बात जब आप समझ जाएंगे तो आपका दिमाग और आपकी आत्मा खुल जाएगी, वो आपके साथ चलना चाहेगी। लेकिन जब आप इस घमंड में रहेंगे, नहीं जो किया मैंने किया, मेरे सामने कोई आके तो दिखा दे, ये तो कर दे, वो कर दे, उस समय आप मानव नहीं होंगे, आप बेवकूफ मानव होंगे। क्योंकि आपको इतना घमंड है कि आप ये नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं कि आप हैं कौन। सच तो ये है कि हम कुछ हैं ही नहीं, कुछ भी तो नहीं है। रोटी खाते हैं तो रोटी वो देता है, अनाज वो देता है, पानी वो देता है, सब कुछ। क्या करते हैं हम अपने आप? हम होंगे बड़े से बड़े वैज्ञानिक, क्या करते हैं हम अपने आप? अरे हमसे तो वही कराता है, कराता भी वही है, सक्सेस भी वही दिलाता है, फेल भी वही कराता है, आगे भी वही बढ़ाता है, पीछे भी वही करता है। ये बात जब समझ जाएंगे, यू बिकम राइट पर्सन। योर सोल इज योर सोल, योर बॉडी इज योर बॉडी, एंड दिस इज सोर्स, दिस इज नॉट रिसोर्स। रिमेंबर, your body is source for you, your soul is source for you, your mind is source for you, your all capacities are sources for you, your references are sources for you, your past activities are sources for you, your future are brilliant, power of mind would pick them up. That is what I say you have to analyze whatever you want to analyze in a way and think on, because mind is limitless in its thinking power. In use of soul, only mind is organ which can do whatever it intends to do, or whatever goals it wants to achieve, it proposes or it requires to achieve, it can achieve, provided you take it rightly, provided you don't enjoy everything for purpose of self motivation. You just say my energy is for whatever I have to do. Time you have limited, cost is involved, of course, not everywhere. Quality you have in your hands, and you can say yes, this is what I am, this is what I can do, this much amount I have, this much wealth I have, I can do this and I can do that. And that is really very significant part of life. I don't want to run away from that. And if I run away from that, then I am weakest person, I am a coward person. If I run away from responsibility and obligation, if I can do obligation once and twice, and I keep on my responsibility, my liabilities in line, then I will grow up. Nobody can stop it. Only that power can stop it, who is growing me, who is supporting me all time throughout life, 24/7, 24 hours. So there's no time it stops me. It stops itself to support me. It plans my work. It does everything, and I'm doing nothing in fact, but I am named. Oh, you got it. You did it. I don't do anything. That's like there's some songs. Oh, this is God. I am getting fame in this world, but you are doing everything for me. That's true. There's some saying that I am getting name and fame and money and wealth and everything, but you are working for that. You are not taking anything from that. Just joking. In fact, we are nothing, and that's a fact. I am nothing, you are nothing. We have nothing of our own. We created nothing of ourselves. I did not create my body. I did not create my soul. I did not create any material or source we use on earth. We did not create any agency like water, rain, soul. What we did, even glass of water, even the hydrogen, which is H2O, it is, we did not create H2 ourselves. Means it's a benefit, you can say, to live in earth, that every privilege is yours. Some people say it's not on my luck, it's not. I don't go to that. Luck is nothing, in fact. Luck is, of course, if you fail somewhere, you may say, oh, I did not have opportunity. No, failure can never go waste, remember. If it's real failure, if it's ignorant failure, I don't accept that. Oh, I did not think on that, I did not work on that, I was not prepared for that, I was, and this, it's not your failure. You made your failure. But if you do everything, maybe by error or by chance, you could not succeed. It doesn't matter that you are not fit for success. It happens. And even pass doesn't mean that you got it. You fail or pass. Important point is you are involved. You are involved in that work. You applied your efforts and you are moving somewhere. It may be first time that you could not do it, but don't worry, second time you will do it. And even if second time you don't do it for completely, time comes when you do it. It depends upon your concentration, your efficiency, your efforts, and your will so to do. You may have everything. You have every requirement, but your will is low. You're not determined to do. That case is very much negative. Negative in a sense that you are not well prepared for that. I don't say negative is minus sign. You are not well prepared. Well, means you did not have complete information. You missed something and you got unsuccessful result. This means that information which was not available must be located, must be traced out, and after tracing that out, you will get success. And that is the significance in this talk when I'm talking power of soul. And that's why I say power of soul must be realized by all. I have written here power of soul must be realized by all in this world, because master stroke can be applied only by power of soul. Those who are capable so to do would advance for sure in life to achieve goals, and therefore think, think. Don't run away. I say responsibility is one part of life, liability is one part of life, scope is one part of life, And you are a educated and educated person, or you may not be educated. Whatever one you are doing, work teaches you, and that is very important. You have to think, and you have to use your energy. And they say, oh, your soul energy is top energy. Understand this: you have limited energy, or you have unlimited energy. You have unlimited energy. It can be used to whatever way you with peace, and it should be understood clearly that we are all in same boat. We are not running away. Those who run away, I don't like those people. You struggle hard, you work hard, you spend your time, you spend whatever you want to say. If you run away, means this force shall run away. Remember, if I run away from my job or my responsibility, my soul shall not be happy, and it will not support me until I am ready to accept, I am ready to receive it, I am ready to accept it, to follow it. It shall not be my support, and therefore I shall be saying, oh, I am getting lazy, I am drowsy, I want to sleep, I don't want to do that, because my soul is not happy with me. My soul doesn't want to support me because I insulted my soul. Not to use Saul is also insult to Saul. Saul doesn't want any money from me. Saul doesn't want to take any credit from me. But it says, I am here, use me. Use me. And I am required to use it. It's like an employee, Saul is. It has come to me as my support, and is me. It allows me that I can use, and I should use it. And that's a very significant part of this. I have to use it. हो यार थी गए सब कोई नहीं आएगा अब कहाँ गई थी कौन कहाँ गई है ब्रो अभी आई है आज कौन कह रहा है अभी तो आई थी अभी नहीं थी जैसे कुछ जब ये अपने बनाते हैं तभी मर गया वो अच्छा अटैक से आएगी कल क्या नहीं आएगी अरे अब तो गाँव जाएगी कल तो आएगी शायद गाँव जाएगी तो अच्छा अच्छा चल ठीक है बंद कर रहा है फिर अभी क्या कर रहा है वो कर देता हूँ कर देता हूँ बंद रख ले तो रख ले करता हूँ मैं बंद करता हूँ कुंडी तो लगा दी ना कुंडी तो लगा दी ना अरे कुंडी तो लगा दी अच्छा 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 चल आ रहा हूँ हैं अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है तो कह के तो वही नहीं गई हो वो तो यहीं से निकल के चली गई सीधी अच्छा अच्छा चल ठीक है well, I'm sorry, I just 1 minute is wasted talking someone, my sister, about some condolence of someone. However, so my dear sir, my dear friends, my dear everybody who is there and around when I'm not talking this content, I'm talking to all humanity. All humanity. You have to you have to set your soul first of all. If you can set your soul, you can understand it first. Then you can realize is it there or not. Because there are two parts of soul. One part is that which is ordinary there, it cannot go away from the soul, and that is requirement of your body. You have to live. That's very important part. But enrich that one is your job. Real part means when you come to this earth, you have got some soul, and it makes your body, develops your body. So it remains with you all time. But more than that, you have to earn it. You may say it's kind of earning because your requirement, your scope of work, your thinking, your capacity. Forget money. I'm not talking about money. This is my money. I can say this is my wealth because this makes wealth for me. This makes worth for me. This does for me. This acts for me. This tells me what I have to do. And my body is also used as equipment for this work. My body will not go with me, but this is also here for me. My soul shall go with me. So there are two kinds of entities. One is this body, and one is external force, and that is part it is resident in me, and part it is given to me as and when it's required, and that is soul. External and body itself is there. In body it's also working. So my body is one part of life that is operated by soul until I have to live. And also additional supply I have to demand, and it comes. Demand automatically comes means I am not to apply, I am not to write to some officer or some department or some director, but I need so many so many units of soul. It's automatic comes when I work and I get problems, and energy that I have to require, it keeps on coming. It stays with me depending on my capacity, my requirement. So every person has got, you can say, different energies level. I cannot say how much you have. It depends upon you. Have to measure yourself by your success, by your work. How much work can you do in 1 hour? How much work, what quantity of work, or what potential of work you have? How much dynamic you are, whatever dynamism you have. Can you move fast in mind, and can you move fast physically? Can you think physically, or can you think mentally? And can you do something which is given to you, or can you create your own? Can you question yourself and answer yourself? Can you talk to people openly and can answer their questions or by improvisation or by otherwise? And can you keep records? Can you do something? Means it is something that depends on individual to individual. It's not constant. For individual also, it's not constant. It varies from time to time. During sleep, it's one level. During your working, it's another level. During your briskly walking, it's one level. And you can say when you are immersed in thinking and concentration, high level of work you are doing, it's quite different. It increases, its envelope enlarges. You can say sometimes you are so powerful that you can cross the whole solar system. You can reach maybe different solar systems, and you can go to whatever level. Your mind is so powerful, you may not notice it, but it happens because your thinking capacity, thinking potential increases a lot. You can't even think of that because this is gift. God gives you every time. Don't think money is God gift. God gives you this soul every time. It depends upon your requirement. It is never blocked. Never. Even if you do something wrong, say you are doing something, you are doing inventing some work for destruction of earth, that time also it shall come because it is ordered as such. Your requirement shall be fulfilled. Nobody shall stop that. Requirement is respectable. It shall be, given to you when you need it, when you require it. Nobody would stop it. दैट इज ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस टॉक. दैट इज ब्यूटी ऑफ सोल. आत्मा को समझना बहुत आसान है और बहुत मुश्किल है. मैं बार बार कहता हूँ, आपकी आत्मा आपकी है, आपकी सर्विस करने आई है, आपको उसको समझना है. एक तरह से कह सकते हैं कि आपकी एम्प्लॉयमेंट में आई है वो, आपको उससे यूज़ करना है. लेकिन आप यूज़ नहीं करेंगे तो वो नाराज़ हो जाएगी, ये भी जान लीजिए. वो चली जाएगी, वो रिज़ाइन नहीं देगी, अपने आप चली जाएगी. और वो ज्वाइनिंग भी नहीं कर रही, अपने आप आ रही है. जिस तरह से एक नदी समुद्र में गिरती है और पीछे से आती रहती है, और या कोई भी ब्रांचेस आती हैं नदी में, वो आते रहते हैं, आपके घर में पानी की सप्लाई आती रहती है. वैसे ही आपकी सॉल की शक्ति आपको मिलती रहेगी, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. आप कहेंगे यार मैंने तो ये सोचा नहीं था, ये कितना काम मैंने कर दिया, और कल मैंने इतना किया था, आज मैंने इतना ज़्यादा कर दिया, या आज मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. ये आपको खुद एवोल्यूशन करनी होगी. आपकी शिक्षा आपके साथ है, आपकी सॉल आपके साथ है, सब कुछ आपके साथ है. और आप इस बात को समझ लीजिए, ये सब आपका है, ये किसी और का नहीं है. आपको ये वेल्थ मिल रही है, ये आपकी करेंसी में नहीं है, ये ऊपर की करेंसी में है, उस सुपर वर्ल्ड की करेंसी में, जहां आपका कुछ और स्टेटस है. वो स्टेटस जो आप इस जमीन पे ला रहे हैं, वो स्टेटस वहां पे है. अगर वहां स्टेटस नहीं होगा तो आपको स्टेटस यहाँ भी नहीं मिलेगा. ये बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपकी सीवी वहाँ है, यहाँ और आप सीवी बना रहे हैं. आपकी सॉल ऑलरेडी वहाँ है, आपका रेजिडेंस वहाँ है, आप यहाँ आके उसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ सॉल रिप्रेजेंट कराती है, मैं रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ उस शक्ति से जो मुझे भेज रही है. उसको आत्मा का बिहेवियर कह लीजिए, कंडक्ट कह लीजिए, प्रोसेस कह लीजिए, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. हमको उसको समझना चाहिए, और अगर हम नहीं समझ सकते तो बात कुछ और हो जाती है. 2 मिनट दीजिए, मैं भी आता हूँ.
और तो वंदना की गुड़िया की ये थे बच्चे लोगों को एक रोटी रखी है।
हाँ करता हूँ अभी आ रहा हूँ। हाँ I had to lock my door, main door, because, however, sorry, मुझे मज़ा आता है कई बार बोलने में सॉल के बारे में, क्योंकि हर आदमी सॉल समझता नहीं है। कई बार कुछ लोग आ जाते हैं यहाँ पूछने मुझसे नंबर्स के बारे में। नंबर्स का मतलब, नंबर्स का मैंने एक फार्मूला तैयार किया हुआ है कि डेट ऑफ बर्थ से हम कैसे कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हैं। मैं प्रिडिक्शन की बात नहीं कर रहा और ना ही करना चाहता हूँ, मैं तो इंडिकेशन की बात करना चाहता हूँ। इंडिकेशन का मतलब है नंबर्स क्या बोलते हैं, दैट्स माय पॉइंट। वो बोलते क्या है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। नंबर का मतलब जैसे 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 नंबर्स है ना, ये हमारी आत्मा से कैसे बात कर सकते हैं, क्या समझते हैं उनको। डेट ऑफ बर्थ तो आपके पास होती है, सबके पास है। डेट ऑफ बर्थ से हम कैसे लिंक करें आत्मा के एक्शन को, वो मैंने कुछ डिज़ाइन तैयार किए हुए हैं, कुछ कॉन्टेम्पलेशन है, और वो किसी बुक से नहीं ली है और वो कहीं है भी नहीं। वो आज से नहीं, बल्कि आप कह सकते हैं मैं 1991 से या 92 से उसमें लगा हुआ हूँ। 92 या 91 आप कह लीजिए कि 10 करीब मोर देन 30 years आई बीन देयर in that work. Of course, not full time work. It's just like hobby, you can say. It's not my profession. My profession is civil engineering, and I have worked in many countries throughout my life in construction and in engineering field. But here, what I'm doing is it's like my entertainment. You can say when I feel tired, I am fatigued. I want to enjoy that world, soul world. I I I like it. I analyze my dreams also. If I remember, I write my dreams to understand what dream was. And you may not believe it, you shall not accept, I know, but this information which I have to share with you about numbers and whatever I'm talking to you now, I don't know how I'm talking. I never write anything that I will talk to you about this. But you see, it goes on. Maybe there are some repetitions I know, but reference, whatever talk, it becomes reference for me. And I didn't write it. I have written something which I cannot write everything. Power of Saul. Before I used to say applied spiritual numbers, but I think people could not understand that. But numbers is still, I'm basing on numbers. For example, now what I say, let us say that there's a Gregorian calendar, we call in English calendar, we call Gregorian calendar, though this is not English one. We say it is English one. This is generally in use, and this says there's a, here 1 century means the first of century is the 1st January and year one, and it goes to 31st December year 100. So I use this calendar for purpose of calculations. of what calculations are. I have shared in some beautiful references I have given here in this talk, but I'll explain to you again and again because this is a different subject, and I don't know. I'm gifted, you can say, by God that this information came to me. You can say it's you can say my privilege that God decided, superpower decided. I am giving you this one, just disseminate to people, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not asking for any money. I'm not saying I'm not interested in that because I want. This is my job. Of course, my money shall be there. I don't care here. I'm not working for money. I'm not working for something. My profession has given me food, so I'm taking that. So I'm not working professionally now. It's now 68 years. So whatever it is. What I'm saying is, my soul. I don't feel it's so weak. I when I walk, I think a lot. Do you understand that? When I walk, I think a lot. I constantly walking itself. Of course, I feel tired physically, but mentally, I don't feel tired. When I sleep, I think a lot, and I sleep during this thing. Yeah, I see a lot of dreams. Some dreams are very horrifying. Some dreams are very helping. Or I fly sometime in here. I don't know how fast I fly. How fast my leg broke 3 years back. I had two fractures, but in dreams I was walking very fast. And after a couple of months, I was walking again. So you can see it was an indication. Indicative dreams are very important, significant life. आपको जीवन में क्या पाना है ये आप भी नहीं जानते, आपका क्या होना है ये आप भी नहीं जानते, मैं भी नहीं जानता। लेकिन एक चीज मैं जानता हूँ, हम क्या बनेंगे या नहीं बनेंगे ये ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, हम कितना इन्वॉल्व हो सकते हैं वो ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। आपको कहा जी मेरे को ये चीज़ चाहिए, आपको मिल गई, डेस्टिनी मिल गई, आप खुश हो गए, ओ आई गॉट इट एंड दैट्स नॉट स्टॉप। यू हैड नो डेस्टिनी, you had no goal, you have to work whatever is given to you by that power. Even if you do a job in any company or wherever, or whatever work in service or employment, that is not given to me by my owner or proprietor or company. In fact, it is given by that power. It's on world. I'm working on earth. I work whatever way it is for good or bad of this earth. If I say I do some hard work and produce something for people and this that structure remains for decades to come, this means I did something. I did something for good of earth, for you can say improvement of earth, or I produce something writing, or I think something and that goes well, because you have some way to improve society, to improve humanity. That's all part what's required. But at the same time, if I say, oh, I am a nuclear scientist, I produce atom bomb, then I say, oh no, this is against me. I have no right to destroy earth. I have no right to kill people because people are not my productions. I have no right on them to kill them. But who understands this? Who understands this? People forget when you become powerful. People forget that they are also same. Everyone is same. And if I say I am a president, I'm a prime minister, I'm this power. I want to take this country in my hands. I have to attack that country. Means I don't know what's goal. What's goal? I don't know. Because even if you take whole world under you, what happens then? What shall happen? Nothing. That's why I'm saying I have got no right to destroy. I have no right to think of destruction. But even then, 800 crores people in this world, or you can say 800 crores billion people on earth, they have so many minds, and so many minds, majority of them do not think all this. Majority of them. Majority of these people do not think all this. Means wealth is important, money is important, food is important, fighting is important, war is important, killing people important, killing creatures important, birds killing, animals killing, all these are important, and fighting without any goal. I don't know, mad world it is or good world it is. It's lunatic world, I don't know. For example, now you can say wars are going on. Russia and Ukraine, Palestine and Israel, and in past also attacks on Iraq, attacks on other countries. After all, what was goal? That's why I'm saying these souls are abused. If you get into higher positions, you think you are everything. I want to invade this country and get it. I must have this wealth. I will I will rob someone and get wealth. I want more money, whatever way I can get it. I can involve in corruption. I can do whatever I want. I can steal or I can take by might is right formula. But that won't work. Don't forget, I'm not saying religiously, I am saying practically. Don't think that you shall get benefit of this or benefit of doubt. If CCTV works here and you say every scene is recorded, don't you think there are so many CCTVs in the air, invisible CCTVs around you? Don't you think that? Don't think God is sitting there and is recording. No, no, no. Already there is CCTV working around you, invisible like your soul is invisible. Your soul is not simple waves. This is complete infrastructure network. Your satellites are nothing. Your heart waves are nothing. Every moment that information, whatever you're doing, that is recorded, that is recorded, and it analyzes itself. That system analyzes itself where you are, what is your totality, what is your CV value, what you have done, and it writes everything in it. And it's a kind of detailed CV. Don't think I'm joking. It is happening. If you kill someone, don't think you're won. No, you cannot. Because you have no right to kill. You have no right to destroy. You kill people, you destroy buildings, you destroy structures, you occupy others' land. That is crime. It's a crime here, as well as a crime there. Because you have contravened God's establishment. God sent everybody here to improve this earth. Rather than improving this earth, you are busy in destructing this earth, destroying this earth. That is not acceptable. I'm not God. I can't be. But I say, I think, I can understand. I may be representative of God. My soul may be representative. And I feel it. I've seen people who do work without any greed, without any avarice. If money comes, okay. If money doesn't come, okay. They don't worry about that. But determination degree is not reduced. Degree of determination to work, to think, to produce, to do good for others, for world, is never reduced. Despite having no food, despite having no prosperity of wealth, despite not having anything else, those people work and help people, help world. So what do you think they are? What do you think they are? Those are agents of God. Just like sun is agent, moon is agent, sky is agent, stars are agent, sea is agent, air is agent, rain is agent. Those souls are also agents. If maybe I am one of them, you may be one of them. You have to find out, where do you stand? Are you born for your family, or you are born for this world, or you are representing God? You have to find yourself, where do you stand? And that is not very difficult to understand, where do you stand. And if you stand there, then why do you worry? If you can propose something, and you can do something, and you can do whatever you want to propose, that is where your caliber lies in. Sometimes money you think I'm not getting, don't worry about that. If you are not getting money, it doesn't mean you are not suitable person. What you contributed, that is important. What is your involvement, that is important. It doesn't mean you have exclusively responsible. You may be a part of team, or you may be a team leader, or you may be a ruler. It doesn't matter, because your responsibility is enhanced depending on whatever level and title you have. And that is really part of life. You should not condemn it. I mean to say is, Pastor, use that message is, Saul is yours. Though it comes from elsewhere, once it enters you, it's yours. You have to use it. It shall do whatever you want to say. If you want to break something, it shall help you. It will do it. If it's not to make it, it will do it. That's why I say Saul works under your command. But also don't forget, it gives you suggestive commands as well. That is up to you whether or not to accept it. But once, remember, Saul can never be your enemy. It shall be good friend for you, but you have to enrich it. You have to train it. This energy is very significant for your work performance. And if work performance is good, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. इट्स अ सिग्निफिकेंट पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ. आत्मा को संभालना हर एक व्यक्ति के बस में नहीं है, लेकिन इसको जो संभाल गया वो संभालता रहेगा. जो समझ गया कि आत्मा का मतलब क्या है, आत्मा एक ख्याली पुलाव नहीं है, आत्मा किसी धर्म की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है, आत्मा आपकी है. आप किसी धर्म की सर्वेंट नहीं हैं, आप किसी धर्म के फॉलोवर हों या ना, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आप इस विश्व के हैं, आप उस विश्व के हैं, आप उस शक्तिशाली पावर के हैं जिसने आपको भेजा है. धर्म है नहीं है इससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. आप क्या करते हैं इससे फर्क पड़ेगा. आपने क्या किया इससे फर्क पड़ेगा. आप कितना कर सकते हैं इससे फर्क पड़ेगा। आप गलत कितना करते हैं, सही कितना करते हैं, तोड़ फोड़ कितनी करते हैं, बनाते कितना है, उससे फर्क पड़ेगा। एक कहावत है, हालांकि वो धर्म में है, मैं धर्म के पीछे नहीं जाता, लेकिन एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए कह रहा हूँ। यदा यदा ही धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत है, अभी उत्थानम धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्। इसमें आता है, जो एक कहा गया है धर्म में, लेकिन उसका मतलब सिर्फ ये है, जब भी इस पृथ्वी पे गलत काम होंगे, जब भी इस पृथ्वी पे पाप होते हैं, पाप का मतलब गलत काम होंगे, मेरे विरुद्ध काम होंगे, कहने का मतलब यह है, मैं इस जमीन को ठीक करने जरूर आऊंगा, उन लोगों को सजा देने आऊंगा जो गलत काम कर रहे हैं, और उनको सही करने आऊंगा जो गलत काम वाले करने से गलत जिनका नुकसान हो गया। कहने का मतलब है, भगवान जानता है कि मुझे क्या करना है, वो कह रहा है, ये तो कहने की बातें हैं, लेकिन वो तो हर समय जमीन पे है, वो हर समय जमीन पे है, अपने रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के थ्रू। अगर मान लीजिए मैं रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हूं, तो मेरे थ्रू आपके साथ है। आप रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हो, तो आपके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव का मतलब प्रतिनिधित्व कर रहे हैं आप, जो बहुत कम लोग करते हैं। मैं आपको एक बात बता दूं, खास तौर से ऐसे लोग जिनकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ में कहीं भी 2 नंबर नहीं है। याद रखना, मैं ये कोई शिक्षा नहीं दे रहा, एक इंडिकेशन दे रहा हूं। किसी भी डेट ऑफ बर्थ में, सेंचुरी की बात नहीं मैंने कर रहा, ईयर की बात कर रहा हूँ, डेट की डिजिट में, मंथ की डिजिट में, ईयर के डिजिट में अगर 2 नंबर नहीं है, तो उसको सोच लेना चाहिए कि वो वर्ल्ड के लिए नहीं बना, वर्ल्ड कमाने के लिए नहीं बना, पैसा कमाने के लिए नहीं बना, वो गॉड के लिए बना है, भगवान के लिए बना है, उस पावर के लिए बना है जिसकी डेट ऑफ बर्थ में 2 नंबर नहीं आता। ये थोड़ी समझने की बात है कि 2 नंबर मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं। दुनिया, वर्ल्ड, पावर ऑफ मनी, मटेरियल वगैरह वगैरह 2 नंबर देता है। आपको वो मटेरियल नहीं दे रहा, लेकिन आपको मटेरियल बनाने की शक्ति दे रहा है। आपको वो शक्ति दे रहा है जिससे आप उस मटेरियल से अच्छा बना सकें, उस मटेरियल को इस दुनिया का भला कर सकें, उसके बिहाफ पे। ऐसे लोग बहुत कम होते हैं, बहुत कम। मटेरियल का मतलब यहाँ खाली पत्थर से नहीं है, मटेरियल का मतलब इंफॉर्मेशन से भी है। वो आपको इंफॉर्मेशन देगा, फ्री में देगा, आप मांगेंगे नहीं तब भी देगा। वो सब कुछ देगा, आपको यूज करना आपके हाथ में, आपको समझ आनी चाहिए। ये नहीं कि आप उसे बाग पर मांगेंगे, नहीं, आपका काम खुद उसको कहेगा कि ये आदमी का काम का स्टेज ये है, मुझे ये इंफॉर्मेशन भेजनी पड़ेगी, और वो सिस्टम में है। जब जरूरत पड़ेगी वो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपके पास आ जाएगी, आपको पता भी नहीं लगेगा। that time when you require that information in your work, because you're deficient with you don't have that information, that will automatically be sent to the system, because system detects that you have got requirement of that one, and that library where this file is lying in, and that shall come out, that file, and reach you immediately in your hard disk. And while maybe you open your eyes, so I got this, I don't know how got it, I got it, I got answer of this question, this problem I was facing yesterday is stuck in some moment, I got it, and that comes to you for use. And when so I used it, got correct, oh, I got this answer, this was my problem, I got the solution. And solution making the information, this means that God knows the system, means God has already trained the system, established a system which can read you, and just like you got that information, that's you. Oh, great, I got it, nobody told me, and you are surprised with that. It's the question of surprise, because it was for you. It was waiting, but time is required to stand, means it cannot give everything and all, because if every information is given to you in your life, I'll say today I give information, every information, then you will confuse. You cannot accept that load information, because your hard disk is not that strong. It will say, oh, your hard disk cannot accept that information. We'll send it only when it's required, and we may keep zoom all of the files which are not required, or we'll delete them, maybe possible, or zoom them, or keep somewhere in archives. So there may be archives in your mind, there can be stored in your mind, there can be living files in mind, there can be whatever you can say, other files which are not required, temporary files, or just we should compute this temporary file, delete them, or like that. So we require that. So we have to understand what is meaning of that. Really, it's very surprising, and we should be serious about this. We cannot take it lightly. आप उसको हल्के में नहीं ले सकते, अगर हल्के में लेंगे तो आप नुकसान करेंगे अपना। नुकसान का मतलब पैसे से मैं नहीं कर रहा, समय से कह रहा हूँ, because time is very important. In management we say time is very important, cost is important, quality is important. Here also time is important, because you have limited time in life. Okay, you spend that time in your family production, in your generation production, in your enjoying life, or whatever you can say. You are wasting your time. It's up to you. It's your wealth. It's your money. You are spending your money. Money doesn't mean, I mean, time is also money. And how you work in this requirement is also gaining money. When you work something, it's money. Money doesn't mean currency money, but other money. And also time. Time is important. You lose your time, you don't get anything. And then if your character down, your property is down, your value is down, and your quality and cost are down. That was what I'm saying. हमको ये समझना चाहिए. मैं स्ट्रेस कर रहा हूँ पावर ऑफ सॉल्व के लिए कि आत्मा आपको क्या दे सकती है. मैं वो बात नहीं करूंगा जो गुरु करते हैं लोग. मैं गुरु गुरु नहीं मानता, मैं खुद भी गुरु नहीं हूँ. मैं तो एक साइंटिफिक बात कर रहा हूँ. आपकी बॉडी बिना आत्मा के नहीं चलती है. ये बात समझ लीजिए. आपकी आत्मा यूज कीजिए. बहुत से लोगों की आत्माएं खराब की जाती हैं, मैं जानता हूँ. इसी विषय में होती हैं. भूल जाइए उसको. अपनी आत्मा को मजबूत बनाइए. सबसे बड़ी बात ये होती है, जितना रेजिस्टेंस आप में अच्छा होगा, उतना आप अच्छा काम करेंगे, उतने आपके दुश्मन भी बहुत हो जाएंगे. चिंता ना कीजिए. अपनी पावर बढ़ाइए. बढ़ाएंगे आप तो अच्छे रहेगा. और आप इंटेलिजेंट बनेंगे. जितनी जिसके पास पावर ज़्यादा होती है, जितना इंटेलेक्चुअल ज़्यादा होता है आदमी, उसकी वैल्यू भी ज़्यादा होती है. वैल्यू उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होती है. वो यूज़फुल आदमी है. वो इस भगवान के काम आएगा जिसने आपको भेजा है. आपको उसकी चिंता करनी चाहिए कि भगवान क्या कहेगा. ये मत सोचिए कि आपका बॉस क्या कहेगा. ये मत सोचिए कि आपकी कंपनी क्या कहेगी. आपने ऑनेस्टी में बता देता हूँ आपको, ऑनेस्टी से बढ़ के कुछ नहीं है दुनिया में. ठीक है, डिले हो सकता है, स्ट्रगल भी आ सकते हैं लाइफ में. कहते हैं ऑनेस्टी. जो ऑनेस्टी कर सकता है वो किसी से कोई चिंता नहीं करता, क्योंकि ऑनेस्ट पर्सन मीन्स गॉड रिमेन्स देयर. इफ यू आर ऑनेस्ट, your soul is powerful. If you are dishonest, your soul is weak. Your soul is in depression. If you can lie, your soul is not good. If you cannot fulfill commitment, your soul is not good. Means whatever points which deteriorate your character, your power is not good. So commitment is very important, obligation is important, responsibility is important. And whatever you say, you have to do it. You have to tell people, I'm not lying, and you should not lie. You must not lie, to be very frank. Lying is not good habit. Keep silent better. If you don't want to say something or it can harm someone else, better keep silent or tell other way that it can harm you if I say this. So honesty is very best. Means honesty, value of time, value of work, value of efforts, and thinking that you shall get every answer is your confidence. That's important. God remains with you through soul, and your soul is power of God, you may say. As I say, power of soul, in fact, it is God. Power of soul. Soul means, and power means what? Soul is systemic energy, and that is God with you. And if God remains with you, what else do you want? I experienced in my life all this. God remained with me when I was in problem. Of course, I could not realize that it was God. But my problems, of course, there were complications. It took times. It it forced into my mind solutions automatically by whatever way, by whatever means, and I used these solutions for reaching resolutions. And it happens despite being a science student, engineering student, work student, field student, now student. I also realize study never ends. And this is most difficult study, in fact, and most easy study, in fact, both, I would say. If you can understand soul, you can be a powerful person on behalf of that power, not this power. Those who are busy in mundane world, who are only busy in grabbing power here, those people have little mind. They do not understand that you have to help world. Cheating is very bad, I'm telling you. If you cheat others, you are cheating yourself. Simple. If you lie, you are lying yourself. If you destroy, you are destroying yourself. If you break, you are breaking yourself. If you abuse or use bad words, you are using bad words yourself. If you damage someone, you are damaging yourself. If you impact others by negative energy, you are impacting yourself negatively. So whatever you say, you you can say damage others. Don't think you damage others. These points shall not help you because you will always think of that. Oh, I don't want to work. Why should I work? I will let this person fall. I'll pull his legs. You see that? Means your time should be used in construction, in constructive activity, not in destructive activity. That is very significant part of life, and we should be here to think about that. If you can think about that, I think it's best way. Now I think I wasted some time. I wanted to keep this video for 1 hour is all, no problem. I wasted few minutes also, though I want to give you, I will compensate those minutes. So मेरा कहने का मतलब है भाई, मैंने इंग्लिश में ही बोला, हिंदी में ही बोला, क्योंकि इस दुनिया को सबको जाना चाहिए मैसेज। सॉल को कभी कम मत समझना। होंगे आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर, होंगे आप प्रेसिडेंट, होंगे आप किसी देश के किंग, लेकिन सॉल से बढ़ के कुछ नहीं है। बड़े बड़े किंग भी फेल हो जाते हैं, बड़े बड़े किंग भी गलत काम कर देते हैं। किसी के देश पे हमला कर देना भी उतना ही गलत है जितना अपने देश पे हमला करना। जितने लोगों को मारना उतना ही गलत है जितने आप करे जा रहे हैं, लेकिन आप भूल जाते हैं कि आपको इस दुनिया को छोड़ के जाना है। आप सब भूल जाते हैं उस नशे में, उस नैरकोटिज्म में, उस नशा है, आपको ड्रग आ गई आपके दिमाग में कि आपने सॉल को ड्रग बना दिया है। आपकी सॉल जो ऊपर वाले ने दी, जाइए इससे हेल्प कीजिए। आप मार रहे हैं दूसरे को, लोग मर रहे हैं, बॉम्ब चल रहे हैं, तो आपने खुद को बॉम्ब बना दिया। आपकी सॉल सत्यानाश हो गई, सेप्टिक टैंक बन गया सॉल का। तो वो सॉल छोड़ेगी आपको? आप क्या समझते हैं? आप बहुत अच्छे कहेंगे, ओ इसने, हिटलर ने ये कर दिया, अभी देखिए ये कर रहा है, इजराइल वाला पागल हो गया है, फलस्तीनियों को मार रहा है, ओ ये पागल हो गया है अमेरिका वाला, देखो अमेरिका का दिमाग खराब हो गया है, कहते हैं ना, मैड हो गया है, ये रशिया वाला ऐसे कर रहा है, यूक्रेन को मार रहा है। तो ये सारी बातें जो आती है ना, ये सब आप क्या समझते हैं? बच जाएंगे? होंगे आप बुश, रहे होंगे आप रीगन, रहे होंगे आप इंदिरा, रहे होंगे आप नरेंद्र मोदी, जो भी आप करेंगे भुगतना तो आपको ही पड़ेगा। सूरज तो भुगतने नहीं जाएगा वहां। मैं तो रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा, ओ इस आदमी ने गलत काम किए हैं, इसको इतने साल के लिए सस्पेंड कर दो। और क्या करूंगा मैं? इसकी आत्मा को सस्पेंड कर दो। और उसका मतलब जानते हैं आप? आत्मा सस्पेंशन में गई, मान लीजिए ऑर्डर कर दिया, चाहिए 500 साल के लिए, 500 वर्ष के लिए आपकी आत्मा को सस्पेंड किया जा रहा है। इसका मतलब जानते हैं? 500 वर्ष जमीन के, आपकी आत्मा को पानी भी नहीं मिलेगा पीने को, हवा भी नहीं मिलेगी, कई बात में घुट जाएंगे आप। घुटनेंगे तभी तो आपकी वो गंध निकलेगी आपके उससे। ये मैं नहीं कह रहा हूं, सस्पेंशन जैसे यहां होती है वहां भी हो सकती है। भाई दो ही रास्ते हैं, या तो आपको अच्छा समझ के आपके अपने पास रख लीजिए, मेरा आदमी मेरे पास रहेगा, एक तो ये होता है। और दूसरा ये होता है, यार फेंक दो इसको परे को, मुझे जरूरत नहीं है इसकी, बाद में देखेंगे इसको, या इसको दूसरा काम दे दो। डिपेंड करता है, तो आपको दूसरा काम चाहिए, आपको उसके पास रहना है, या आपको रिप्रेजेंटेशन करने के लिए आना है, या आपके हाथ में है। अगर आप इस बात को नहीं समझ सकते तो कोई बता नहीं सकता आपको। इतनी सी बात नहीं समझते होंगे आप इंजीनियर, आप होंगे डॉक्टर, आप होंगे साइंटिस्ट, आप होंगे कोई पॉलिटिशियन, आप होंगे एनालिसिस, आप होंगे जज, आप होंगे कोई, कुछ भी होंगे आप। क्या होगा उससे? मेरा पावर ऑफ सॉल्व का एक्सप्लेनेशन कुछ और है। मैं ये प्रैक्टिकल बताना चाहता हूं कि आप अपने आप को कम मत समझिए। डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट योर पोटेंशियल। सॉल इज विद यू। यू कैन ड्रॉ मोर एंड मोर सॉल without any payment. Don't worry about any valuation or billing. You shall have paid nothing, but you have to show your efficiency to God, to that power which sits there, that is your mother, father, brother, sister, honor, every employer, and that always remains with you, and it keeps you here until it requires you, and when it requires there, it calls you from here. Don't be orthodox. Don't be inclined to what religions say. Don't worry about that. Your religion is your soul, here, here, and everywhere in body, and your religion is that your honor. That honor you can call by whatever name. It doesn't make any difference on my health, and that is very significant one. And we have to be very thankful to that power who produced me, who deployed me here for that purpose. And this is a significant one, believe me, significant one. So for time being, I'm closing it now, and I'll be back with you again. And I don't know what else I will talk to you. I feel happy and pleased to talk to you. It's very suitable, powerful for me. It works well. Okay. Thank you.